Hi, and welcome to Ed Talk. This is the show that talks about all the subjects that impact our local schools. I'm Scott Lay, Nevada County Superintendent of Schools. Today, I'm talking with Nancy Jackson. Nancy is the specialist for art and language arts in my office, and we're going to talk a little bit about some really fun things that are going on in the county right now for this month and the next month for art, for kids to participate. So, Nancy, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming back again, talking art with me.
Thanks so much. It's one of my favorite subjects.
It's a great subject, and especially in our community.
Yeah, of course.
The cultural community between Truckee and the Grass Valley, Nevada City area. We have amazing artists, amazing programs, amazing support for this, and some pretty darn good teachers out there that keep the arts alive in our schools. So going about this, the first thing I want to talk about is when we think of art, oftentimes you think of paintings. I mean, I was guilty of that before. You're just thinking of that, but there's so many other parts to art.
Right.
So what are some of the areas we don't think about?
Well, you're talking about the visual arts, right?
Visual arts, yeah.
And that everybody thinks about the paintings, but the digital arts are such a major thing, and especially nowadays with the way technology is, right?
Right.
So we have the digital arts, we have performance art, which are, dance, it's theater, it's a variety of types of performance. We have choir, band. What am I missing? But there's just such a range, right?
Okay.
And of course, I guess art's in the eye of the beholder.
Right, absolutely. It is. And we've got amazing programs in our schools, whether it's elementary or our high schools, our charter schools, really focusing on the arts. Couple really cool things coming up right now, and it is now Young at Art. It is the time, for those people that don't know, this is when we get art from different schools, and Nancy coordinates, and it goes to the Rood Center. So tell us a little bit about the Young at Art and a little history and where we are right now.
Yeah, well, it's a national event. March is Youth Art Month, and so it's nationally recognized as such. And they decide upon a theme. And so each year we designate March as Youth Art Month in our county. And all of the schools, they knew it before I knew it about what they need to do for submitting artwork to Young at Art. And it's a first come, first serve endeavor where we have a lot of art docents, parents, and teachers who are really working hard to get artwork in the Rood Center starting March 2nd, which was just on Monday. We had our big kickoff with the ice cream social, and it runs through May 1st. And so the talent is amazing, and it's usually visual arts. And what we've noticed is we have some literary arts this time, which is nice to mix it up. So we're seeing some poetry.
That is. And yeah, I was trying to think about how long we've been doing this.
Oh, wow.
And it's been quite a while. I remember before I became county superintendent out at Clear Creek School, we'd bring my kids and an art docent up, and we'd put our stuff up on the wall. So I know at least 15.
Well, I know it was a big deal because when I joined the county 5 years ago, but not the county office, I was at a site. Somebody told me, "Oh my gosh, Young at Art, you have to see it."
Yeah.
And so I knew it was a big deal, although I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And it's great. And I know it's one of the favorite things for county employees because they get to see all the student artwork.
Yep.
It's on the second floor. You go up to the top there. I know it's down both hallways, left and right. Yeah, and some really good stuff this year as I walked down the hallways and looked at it. Every year I'm impressed at what those kids can do and what the teachers guide them and the art docents. So it's really neat. So for anybody who's out there, you've got till May 1st to get down to the Rood Center. Go check out student art. It's definitely worth your time to do that.
And I would also say that there's still some space down the right hallway if you want to
that's true.
Put up some art. So.
And one thing I always like to throw out is for our homeschooled students who aren't associated with the school per se, if you want to submit any art, you could just bring it to our office, the County Superintendent of Schools office. We will make sure it gets up for your student because we want to include everybody.
Yeah, we've had some home study programs submit art.
So it's good stuff. Well, besides Young at Art, there's just a lot going on right now. We've got the other thing is we just did, I think, Poetry Out Loud.
Yep.
And for the first year, I believe Truckee schools were included, were they not?
Yep, they were.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the Poetry Out Loud.
Well, it is normally an event where they recite poetry and they're judged upon the recitation by judges. And sometimes somebody will have an original poem, which is really, I think, a breath of fresh air.
Yes, yeah.
And also to showcase their talent. And this year, the winner actually came from Truckee. Her name is Aurora Derrick.
Uh-huh.
So she's from Truckee High School.
Now, was she original or reciting?
I think hers were, she was reciting.
She was reciting,
Last year's winners, though, wrote her own poetry.
All
Yeah.
right,
So
yeah.
it's a wonderful opportunity for them to
for our
showcase some
top
talent.
three. And where do they go when they actually recite those?
Well, after the competition, they're invited to come to the Sierra Poetry Festival in April.
Okay.
I think it's April 11th, but it's in
Check
that.
your calendars.
might
It'd be
be
great
the
to go
18th,
see these.
But at the Sierra Poetry Festival,
poets.
all of the winners are invited to come recite their poetry.
Oh, that'd be very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely worthwhile because I
Yep.
know they work hard and it's hard to get up in front of an audience and
Oh, for sure.
memorize something at least and speak with it or recite it with passion.
Right.
And then when you got your own stuff,
Yep.
that's really cool too.
That's true.
The other thing we did Young Adult, we got Poetry Out Loud. We've also got Nevada County Reads, and you actually have the book with us. So
I
you can show our
brought
audience,
the book.
which is Northwoods this
Yep,
year.
This year's selection is Northwoods. And this is an event for the high school students and some of us adults,
Right.
to read this selection. And then there is an essay contest. And there's prize money for the essay winners.
Content.
And the essays, I have the pleasure of judging the essays each year. And the talent these kids have is just astounding. Like, it gives me chills as a person who's an English language arts teacher,
Right.
just to see just how fabulous they are and just the pride
On that.
in the teachers' work that they've put in.
Now, is
for
this
these kids.
essays that we focus on high school, or does it go down to our elementary grades?
Well, it usually is through high school, but I think there's some middle school kids that try to take it on. So,
to do that.
yeah.
And is there also an art contest that goes with it?
Oh,
The
yes, I almost
designing-
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a logo contest
That was
every
it,
year. Well, I don't. The Nevada County Library does. And the winner this year, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. Her name is Grace Layburn, and I believe she was from NU. And she had a really neat logo, which is actually on the cover of the book. It's very hard to see here. However, if you go to our website, nevco.org, you'll see more information about Nevada County Reads, and you'll probably see the logo a little bit.
And the
better.
logo there. Okay, well that's great. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always a fun event too, and a good book. It looks like. I know I'm going to check that out and read it. But it's nice, and we work with our local librarians in our schools and the county library, and they pick the books,
Yeah.
and then we involve the students in the process,
Yeah.
which is fun. Now, usually the author comes and talk, and this time it's Daniel Mason.
Yes, he is coming.
He is coming. So Daniel Mason
Yep,
will be
he's
coming.
coming in April as well. We have all of the events on our website for Nevada County Reads because the library, county library, tends to have a variety of types of things, from arts to actually having the author come, a meet and greet after the essay contest is over, so the kids can actually meet the author.
Which is great.
So-
Come up here to Nevada County. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got that.
Yep.
Another thing I wanted to touch on is the STEAM Expo that we put on.
Yep.
It's been virtual for a few years. We're always hoping to bring it back in person, but we wanted to keep it going. And that stands science, technology, engineering, art, which we're talking about, and math. So for students who want to submit, what are we looking at for the art portion of the STEAM Expo?
Yeah, so we call it the Arts Showcase and Exhibition. And some teachers will submit projects for their students. And sometimes we've had parents submit projects, which is fine either way. And if you go to our website, nevco.org, you'll find a link to the platform on which you can register. And there's a variety of media in which kids could submit projects. It could be video, it could be music, it could be just a band playing, right? And so it's really, and there's a link between science, math, engineering, and the arts. And so there's times when some projects we think are engineering or science, that they could be submitted into the arts category because of the artistic nature of them. So it's really exciting. And I do want to also make the connection between the Young at Art work that is up, that teachers worked so hard to produce, that some of those art projects would be perfect submissions to the STEAM Expo.
Yeah.
which may not be such a heavy lift since it's already done.
So 2-for-1 for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
good. I know we've had some really great art in the past.
Yeah.
And you and I have gone out to give out the certificates for winners of the STEAM Expo, and that's always fun. And
there's some prizes involved.
Yeah, always some prizes. Yes,
Yeah.
we have some prizes, some local vendors that help us out. So,
Yep.
yeah, really cool seeing that stuff. I remember there was a whale project from last year, I believe, from Williams Ranch School. One of our students did in the elementary school, and that was a really neat project.
Multimedia with marbles and whatnot.
There was a multimedia one with dancing.
Yeah.
One of our students, what dance meant to her.
Oh, yeah.
And showcased the dance and videoed it, and that was great.
Yeah.
So lots of ideas.
Yep.
Kind of the sky's the limit, really, for the art portion of our STEAM Expo. So
I mean, we adults can't imagine it.
big. No.
Right?
As we
Kids
get older,
can.
we're kind of closing, but kids are wide open. So yes, it's wide open, guys. Do something, bring it in. We also had another one we were going to talk about, so a digital...
digital media.
Digital media, yeah.
So, well, there's two things, actually.
Okay.
So there's the California Student Media Festival, which is a statewide festival where they ask for submissions of various digital media. And there's really big money prizes for this competition. And so we always encourage our students to, if you're thinking STEAM and digital media or video, then think about submitting to this contest, which has huge money prizes.
Right.
So
where was information for that?
That is at mediafest.org.
Mediafest.org.
Yes,
okay.
And on our websites too.
And then we've got a link on our website,
Yeah,
which is great. So
it's on
or nevco.org.
And in the Nugget, we've publicized some
our
of this
magazine that we
information.
put out, which is the Nugget. Yeah, which has all that with the links on there.
But I would also like to say that Nevada City Film Festival is partnering with a local artist to produce free assemblies on digital media literacy. And so there's been about 6 sites already that have taken advantage of these free assemblies. And we know the importance of understanding the difference between certain types of media we see and AI and whatnot. And so we're hoping to have a collaboration with the Nevada City Film Festival and this artist and our office to produce some workshops for teachers to better teach their students about it.
Right. How to utilize it, how to kind of harness that power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Wow.
So I wanted to make that connection because not a lot of people realize that they are connected.
How they come together.
Yeah. So.
Right. Yeah, some great things we've got going. Anything else going on that you want to bring up?
I just want to give a shout out to the art docent program.
That's an amazing
art
program.
docents. We have some sites that have an army of docents that provide 8 lessons a year to A grade level. So kids get really exposed to a variety of masters and different technique. And they work so hard and they're volunteers. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to them because they're producing some really great things. And even they're getting creative by trying to integrate some of their art projects with what the teachers are teaching in social studies or science.
Which makes it real.
Yeah, it makes it real and connected. And I'm going to say this, we all know that arts is a really important avenue for kids learning and deep thinking, and not to mention engagement. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. We know study after study shows that students engaged in arts, they're more likely to graduate and be successful in life. That direct correlation opens up different pathways in the brain. All good stuff. There is no negative to participating in the arts in our schools.
Well, and on that note, we have a teacher workshop on enhancing any curriculum through the arts. And that is March 14th on a Saturday where we're stipending teachers.
Very nice.
So if you want more information, just reach out
to our web.
And Jackson at nevco.org.
It's good. Yeah, no, and I always say it's the arts are best, I think, when they're integrated into other projects because then they become real. And it also takes away from them potentially being cut because unfortunately we see every time there's a budget crisis, arts usually are one of the first things to get cut. And so if they're integrated directly into your social studies classes, in your science classes, your language arts classes, they don't go away. They stay. And I wanted to bring up too, for our art docent programs, you don't have to be an artist to sign up to be an art docent volunteer at your child's school or any school. You just have to have a desire to want to learn and to teach and
Well, on that note, Scott, we at the county will we do orientations each year for anybody who's new.
So we can help train them,
Right.
get
So
them
we can
ready to
help
head
train
out.
them, even if it's mid-year.
Yeah.
You know, I can help with
Pop in.
making them feel grounded in it.
Right. Having parents like, well, I don't know a lot about art.
Yeah,
It's okay.
they don't feel it, right?
But they come in and then they end up doing a fantastic job. It's just being in there. Yeah. So that's great. Anything else we got?
Well, I just want to give a shout out also to all of our different sites, elementary, middle school, high school, who are doing amazing performances. Like they're doing theater performance, dance performance, choir, band, as well as the media. That we're seeing that come up a lot. And so I'm really impressed with the talent we have and that they're showcasing it. And I think we all need to pay attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep our eye on
There's some great programs in our high schools, but we have some neat programs too in our elementary schools.
Totally.
I know, and the students learning that.
Yeah.
So, well, that's great. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for coming in today, talking a little bit about the arts going on, since it is Art Appreciation Month here in Nevada County, as declared by our Board of Supervisors. They are totally in support of the arts. We've got the Young at Art program for our audience. Please come down to the Root Center, check this stuff out. Yes. Teachers and kids worked really hard and did amazing work. We've mentioned our website, nevco.org. You can go on there and find out about all the other programs Nancy talked about. So I hope you guys learned a little something and come out and see and support. So appreciate that. Want to thank you all for joining us. This has been Ed Talk. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you.